Welcome to your Sunday setup. I'm Whitney, and today we're talking about change, one of the most constant and yet disruptive parts of life and work. Even when it's good, it can stir up anxiety, resistance, or grief. And when it's unexpected or unwanted, it can completely throw us off course. So, let's begin with a meditation to root ourselves because navigating change well starts with grounding within. Find a comfortable position. Breathe in slowly through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now, picture yourself as a tree. Your roots go deep, strong beneath the shifting ground. Winds may blow, seasons may change, but you stay anchored. You bend, you adapt, but you remain. Inhale, I can move with change. Exhale, change does not shake my worth. Inhale, I am grounded in who I am. Exhale, I am open to what's next. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. We all know how a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. But what's often forgotten is the messy, uncertain middle. In that chrysalis stage, the caterpillar actually dissolves. It becomes unrecognizable before it emerges transformed. Change often feels like this. It's not just uncomfortable, it's disorienting. You may feel like yourself, or you might not feel like yourself. You might not know what's coming next, but that doesn't mean something's wrong. It means something is transforming. So, why is navigating change well? Why does this matter? Why does it matter for work and for life? At work, change shows up constantly, right? You get new leadership, new systems, new roles. There are shifting expectations or goals, or the internal change of losing your own motivation or deciding to reevaluate your direction. And navigating these transitions with intention, it helps you to protect your energy, avoid unnecessary stress or resistance, and it helps you show up with confidence and clarity even when things are unclear. So, I have 3 strategies to help you navigate change with a bit more ease. First, name the change and identify what it's stirring inside of you. Here's the key here. Awareness is power, right? Awareness is power. So say out loud, what's happening and how am I reacting? When you name your feelings, you reduce their grip. You have feelings, but you are not your feelings. And when you can separate that out, right, that awareness, it helps you to feel more in control. Speaking of control, the second thing is to focus on what you can control. So you may not control the change itself, the event, but you can control your response to the change. So ask, What's one thing I can do today to care for myself or to make progress? Right? Focus on what you can control. And then third, give yourself permission to grieve or to celebrate. Even positive change can bring loss, right? Things that we want, things that we pursue, it puts us in a different place. It gives us a new identity. And with that can be loss. And so give yourself permission to feel what you feel, whether it's grieving or celebrating. Acknowledge what you're leaving behind and honor what you're stepping into. And then I have a final takeaway. Just an aside, change does not mean chaos. Change doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean you've lost your way. It simply means something is shifting. Something is going to be different than what it was. And if you allow it, change can lead you closer to your purpose, which is why it's so important to know what your purpose is, right? That change can lead you closer to that purpose, not necessarily away from it. You don't need to have it all figured out to move forward. You just need to stay rooted in who you are while remaining open to what's next. Speaking of what's next, next week, we'll explore mindful productivity, because being productive doesn't have to mean burnout or busy work. We'll look at how to align your to-do list with your energy, values, and goals. This way, you're not just doing more, but doing what actually matters. So, that wraps up this week's Your Sunday Setup. If you're in the midst of change, whether in your work, your mindset, or your life, and you don't know how to navigate it, just remember you don't have to navigate it alone. Let's work together on how to move through transitions with more clarity, intention, and grace. The sooner you start, the faster peace and alignment return. Until next time, here's to staying grounded while growing forward. Stay inspired and stay open. And take care.